Hello, and welcome back to BYOB. Bring your own book, the Book Club for Busybodies. I'm Micole, and last time we were sharing a little bit about ourselves, our books that we brought in, and why. And now we're going to be sharing some favorite quotes from those books. So I brought in the one thing, and I would say one of my favorite quotes would be, where I had huge success, I had narrowed my concentration to one thing, and where my success varied, my focus had to. Another one that is pretty much encompassing what the book is about. They say highly successful people know this. So every day they line up their priorities anew, find the lead domino, and whack away at it until it falls. I'm passing it over.
Okay, so one of them in my book, God in Business, is you will never be second when you put others first. And so it just helps you to keep that in focus. As long as you are serving others and doing something for a greater purpose, you're going to meet success. And then the second one is actually a Bible verse that they put in it, but I really like it because had I been reading it out of the Bible, I might have read over it and kept going. But because it's highlighted it, I like it. So it's Matthew 5:41. Whoever compels you to go 1 mile, go 2 with him. And for me, that's really important because as I'm trying to branch out into entrepreneurship, I'm trying to find people who are in the same space and that are also trying to work on their purpose. And we're all learning together. And there are things that they can teach me and show me. And then sometimes I can help too. So finding that tribe is really important to me right now.
All right, pass. Awesome.
Okay. Okay. This is a section where the little girl, Kaya, is describing making grits. And I chose this because grits was a big deal when we grew up in the South, my grandmother and everybody, and you had to know how to make grits, and everybody can't make grits. And so she describes what happened in the kitchen. So I'm going to read that part. It says, back home, thinking she knew how to fix grits, she threw them into the boiling water like Ma had done. But they lumped up all together in one big ball that burned on the bottom and stayed raw in the middle. So rubbery, she could only eat a few bites. And so just the way she described it like that, little things can like really take you back. And that just took me back to memories of like watching my mom and my grandmother make grits, and I still make grits myself. And so you would think it's just boiling water and pouring grits in a pot, but it's so much more than that. And so that just kind of brought me back to something that happened in my childhood a lot.
Nice. Pass.
Okay, so my excerpt is I can't see. The surprising thing is that God can use any service, adventure, easy or difficult, to help us recognize our need for spiritual maturity. And if we are ever to fulfill and release our God-ordained purposes in life, we must mature spiritually. That's why the stepping stone of serving others is so important. And the reason why I chose this was pretty much because it said that no matter where we are, we need to basically recognize how we can feel our purpose and sink in with God.
Nice. Pass.
Okay, so mine is where our heroine, she's our heroine for the book. She has found herself in the middle of a church and she's having a breakdown. And then she's stating, from now on, when I sense no in a facial expression, in a tone of voice, in someone's disapproval of me, in my own mind, my mental response will be, fuck you. Fuck you is what I say to fear, to doubt, to shame, to every form of no. Glennon, not for you. Fuck you is all the language I have for now. It's my shield. It's my ode to Mary. It's my prayer. It's my battle cry.
Oh, wow. All right. Pass.
All right, so this is also Glennon Doyle saying, I will never promise to be this way or that way. I will only promise to show up as I am wherever I am. That's it. That's all. People will like me or not, but being liked is not my one thing. Integrity is. So I must live and tell my truth. Folks will come around or quit coming around. Either way, lovely. Anything or anyone I could lose by telling the truth was never mine anyway. I'm willing to lose anything that requires me to hide any part of myself. And I chose that because I'm in the middle of writing my own memoir, and this whole idea of telling the truth all the time is scary. And it's just a reminder that, just a good reminder for me.
Indeed. Pass.
Okay, I'll go. Thank you. So in my book, I chose it was 7 spiritual laws. So the law that I chose to talk about is the law of karma. And what I got from this is that any action or consequence of action that you choose to do will return back to you in like kind. And it also talks about that you can make the choice of what you do, and just know that whatever you do can come back to you. And as well as that, just made me think about karma equals an action that generates a memory, as well as a desire or action that can return back to you. So make sure you're giving out good things, because you will get back good things, right? So that's just the part of that book that I liked and thought about. Thank you.
Universal truth, huh?
Yep.
Pass.
Okay. So I'm sharing a quote from Beloved that is after the protagonist has she's escaped, and she's escaped from slavery pregnant, and gave birth, during her escape. And so she's got this newborn baby. She's like nearly at the point of death. And someone finds her. And it says, Ella wrapped a cloth strip tight around the baby's navel as she listened for the holes, the things the fugitives did not say, the questions they did not ask, listened to for the unnamed, unmentioned people left behind. And I just thought, when I read that, it was, wow. It was such a beautiful way to write something so painful. But I think also it spoke to certainly the reality of fugitive slaves, emancipated slaves, this idea of, listening for what they haven't said, right? Mm-hmm. But also I think it speaks to something that in life is important to do, when we're interacting with people. Everybody has a story, everybody has a past, everybody has painful experiences. And, what are the things that are not being said? Sometimes we don't understand what somebody's attitude or personality, and there's all this stuff that's not said. But it just was such a powerful quote that captured a lot of the essence of the story itself. So I thought I'd share that one.
So many layers to that. Just a short piece, but so many layers. All right, nice. Okay, so we shared our favorite quotes, but now I want us to get some questions. Always amazing to me how books are like representations of us. Chapter by chapter, we grow and we're able to evolve as we're reading, but at the same time, reading sometimes reflects the world around us. So we are going to be back